Hello guys, got another Battlefield 6 video for you today, and today I just wanted to talk about the #1 skill set to have in Battlefield games before Battlefield 6 releases. You know, so you can sort of go into Battlefield 6 with this skill set in mind. So I think you have like a better, easier time when it launches in October. So Battlefield 6, from my observations of playing, it's a very sort of like positional game. I'd say even more so because of the movement. You know, now coming from Battlefield 5, and people who are sort of like familiar with this channel have sort of grown this channel with mainly Battlefield 5 content. You know, the movement in Battlefield 5 is quite good, although still quite a positional game. I would say, you know, you can get away with a lot with the use of movement, 1v1, 1vx situations. You know, sort of moving in gunfights. My point is, you know, you won't be able to get away with that in Battlefield 6, and you would have to rely on your positioning a lot more. And this is why I wanted to make this video before Battlefield 6 launches, you know, just to make players aware of your positioning. You know, this is a different game to Battlefield 5, and you could probably say even 2042 as well. So it will be a good thing to focus more on your positioning going into Battlefield 6, or really think about it. I think it's going to be a key skill set to learn in this game, playing sort of more slowing down the gameplay, being aware of what's your surroundings, what's going on around you more. I have a lot of tips videos I've made in Battlefield 6, and it will still sort of will be applicable in Battlefield 6 even more so. So, you know, I'll leave a little playlist below if you would like to watch them, or a little link in the top, or I don't know how to sort of put it in later. We have some footage in the background, sort of using up some of the last footage I have from the beta. That's sort of as nice moments, you know, quite sort of slower gameplay for you, like longer streaks. You're more than welcome to watch previous videos on the channel from the Battlefield 6 beta, which I'd probably say have a lot sort of better demonstrations of like positioning. I'm going to be perfectly honest, you know, going on big kill streaks, having good games, you know, good games in general, you know, naturally going to have sort of better positioning in there, you know, sort of winning gunfights consistently, that sort of thing. I think when Battlefield 6 launches, I will make an in-depth sort of like tips video on positioning for you to help you out. I have made one previously on the channel, sort of in Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, sort of a mixture of the two. I'll leave a little link below again. I do plan to do one for Battlefield 6, so there'll be a lot to talk about, so keep your eye out on that in the future. You'll be dominating servers quite quickly, out of what, you know. Yeah, so quickly just talk about the channel real quick before I leave. Yeah, you know, there will be another Battlefield 6 video before launch. I'm sort of posting a lot of shorts as well on the channel. I've seen a lot of like nice moments and streaks, that sort of thing, so you can keep an eye out for them. I do intend to make one, maybe two Battlefield 5 videos before Battlefield 6 launches. I do want to give Battlefield 5 like a send-off before, you know, sort of inevitably the channel, you know, will be moving into Battlefield 6 content, you know, for the future. But you know, I'll talk about that, go into that in the future video, so, you know, keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to leave you the rest of the gameplay of something, you know, sort of decent positioning. Like I said, going into Battlefield 6, keep this in mind. You do yourself a lot of favours. Yeah, like I said, this was why I want to make this video before you go into, so you're ahead of the curve, you know, you're ahead of everybody else, you know, if that makes sense. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Still growing the channel into Battlefield 6. Really looking forward to it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one.
I'm tracking a hostile tank in the mission area. We are attacking objective Delta.
Charlie. Be advised, hostile attack confirmed on Charlie. Stay neutralized. Alright, our forces control more objectives than the enemy.
Let's go!
We've secured Charlie.
Be advised, the enemy has taken objective Bravo. Eyes on an enemy tank in your area.
Come on!
We're still ahead of the fight. Maintain your attack. Be advised, enemy